Elon Musk says that he's stepping back from his full-time role at DOGE. There are still many unanswered questions about where the group stands now. DOGE is the Department of Government Efficiency. It doesn't really actually exist. There are at least half a dozen DOGE operatives on payroll at GSA. There are two DOGEs. There's the US Digital Service, which was essentially hijacked and repurposed by the administration. And then there's a temporary organization within the US DOGE service called, obviously, the US Wired has been doing a lot of reporting on DOGE. Katie Drummond, what are some of the stories that Wired has done over the last few months that have just totally blown your mind? Michael Calloy, DOGE's work was getting underway in late January, early February. There were a lot of hypotheses at the time. I don't think anyone anticipated that we would see that kind of work happen so quickly and in such a dystopian routine always seems to happen in these Slack groups for alumni of various tech companies. This time it was Palantir, and this guy, this entrepreneur, went into the Slack room and basically said, "Hey, a DOGE is a new series on CNN Tech." This week, Jerk ponders the reaction to Palantir's DOGE message. In late January, I started to see Wired's incredible reporting, watching it from afar and seeing all this news come out about DOGE. And one of the things that stood out to me almost immediately was this juxtaposition of two men showed up to the Library of Congress and said, "Hi, we work here, you need to let us in." Capitol Police said, "No. Who are you? Can you identify yourselves?" Then Musk says he will continue to do work for DOGE and for President Trump until the end of Trump's term. He's going to be scaling back. There are some very high-profile members of DOGE after just a few short months. There's Edward Big Balls Korstein, this 19-year-old appointed by Musk who owns Tesla. The damage is done. DOGE is already embedded in the federal government. Elon Musk at 2 days a week is a lot of Elon Musk. The administration might want you to think that that's what's happening. Then Musk is reportedly leaving DOGE. Katie Drummond says she suspects that's not the case. She says the company needed a way to change the narrative. Then Musk said he was stepping back from DOGE and the federal government. CNN John Sutter says the statement was well-timed. He says it helped change the narrative that Musk was not all in on deal, and Musk announced that he is leaving Tesla. The company is struggling, and there are no new Tesla models for people to buy. Elon Musk has caused a lot of damage to Tesla, the brand, by his association with the policies of the Trump administration. People are just hesitant about buying a new EV right now anyway, for a number of reasons. But if the damage is done, I think, at this point, he would probably have to move on from that company in order to fully turn it around. The fact that Tesla is a troubled company is old news, and has nothing to do. DOGE has gutted multiple federal agencies, dismantled so many programs, fired a bunch of people. Zoe Sheffer, who hosts the other episode of Uncanny Valley, said she would be surprised if any, quote, "Zoe Shoulder, I definitely did think there would be more of a process to what DOGE was doing." Katie Drummond, "It has been chaos. They're not going to open any books law, and DOGE has a chance to shape the regulatory agencies in the federal government. They would shape those agencies in a way that benefit people who are in their industry." I think the part where I thought there would be more process was around in January. We knew so little, we were so naive. But what do you think now about why Musk, in particular, was actually brought on board? Musk has been pushing back on Trump's tariff policies. He has also been expressing his opinion on immigration policies. Even if that hasn't been pushed through yet, he's certainly in Trump's ear. A computer is really good at doing very simple tasks over and over again. It doesn't necessarily understand the nuances of how things are divided up equitably among different sectors of society. So, that's the modernization that we're going to the FDA and OpenAI are collaborating for an AI-assisted scientific review of products. The Social Security Administration has been asked to incorporate an AI chatbot into their jobs. When DOGE first started, we didn't really have a clear sense of how they were going to use AI. And that's either due to a lack of transparency, or just the fact that it all seems very disparate. Very AI agents can do the same work as a human being. You can deploy an AI agent to write emails, make phone calls, fill out paperwork, whatever it is. The Biden administration executive order had put forth all of these different demands of different agencies to investigate the potential for AI to do X, Y, or Z within their agencies. They were very slow to think about how AI could be useful within DOGE's building on top of an existing AI initiative at the GSA. This is very imperfect technology. AI agents are not even really ready for prime time within a private company.